What's going on? This this one's going to be non-RC related. As everybody knows, Western North Carolina took a hell of a beating about a week ago, and being in North Carolina myself, I'm 3.5, 4 hours away from where all this happened. But you know, it's still in my backyard. So I've been very concerned about what's going on up there. A lot of you guys know that I do communications on the side, you know, as another hobby. GMRS radio, primarily ham radio now. And so I have been listening to some of the radio chatter that is coming from that area. For a right good while, the machine or repeater up in the Mount Mitchell area was down, and so the only repeater that I could get a hold of was out of Mecklenburg County or around the Charlotte area, and they were covering the affected areas up there with that repeater. And I got to tell you that the stuff that I've heard on the radio is absolutely heartbreaking. The media, the news media, is doing, I'll say they're doing a decent job, but they're not putting the full story out there. I have heard things on this radio since I've been listening, and the stuff that I'm hearing is devastating. The first day that I got the frequency for that machine out of Mecklenburg County that was covering that affected area up there, I heard stuff in here that was just unimaginable. And I sat here and literally cried because this stuff that they were saying is not being put out by the media outlets. I've got some friends and friends of friends that are up in that area right now working. One of my best friends, his daughter is up close to that area at a field hospital right now. And from what he's telling me from talking to her, they are absolutely inundated with people hurt, and you know, and even worse. Some of these search and rescue teams up there, I'm going to tell you that it would take a special type of individual to do that kind of work, volunteer or not, because the places they're finding bodies and how they're finding them, I don't think I would never have dreamed. I would never have dreamed. I don't know how I would feel if I was subjected to that. You know, I would love to be part of something like that because I feel so helpless here. Then I hear these stories of how they're finding these people and where they're finding people, and it's just like, oh my God. I heard one transmission on there that said that at any given time, depending on which way the wind or the breeze would blow, it just smells like absolute death up there. You know, be it people or livestock or family pets or whatever. But I just cannot wrap my head around it. I'm just going to ask you, if you will, just to keep these people in your thoughts and your prayers. Pray for these people. They have got a hell of a road ahead of them. I feel like the government's failed them. They waited 5-6 days before they actually did anything. It says a lot for the government to me when you've got a group of private pilots with their own helicopters that volunteered their time to go up there. There was upwards of 30 privately owned helicopters up there, in no time flat. And if that's not an outpouring of love, I don't know what is. If you're able to reach out to organizations like Samaritan's Purse, if you can make a donation, because they're doing a lot of work up there, and it's a great organization. It's the only one I would really recommend, making a donation to. These people up on the west part of the state are going to be affected by this for, they say, months online on the news. This is going to be a year, if not longer, until everything's back to normal. And I'm just asking you guys, if you can, you don't have to make a donation, but please, I'm a firm believer in the power of prayer. You pray for these people. If you just pray for these people, I have all ideas. Good Lord will hear it. He'll do what he does best. You guys take real good care. And thanks for watching this. I'm sorry it was not varsity related, but I had it on my heart. I have heard so much on this radio last few days. It's just absolutely broken me. But take good care of yourself. Make sure to pray for these people. And if you're in an area that's not been affected, take a moment, count your blessings. Apologize. Love you guys. You guys take real good care. See you on the next one.